That little trick at the end became a trademark in the Falcon series. A new lady in distress would turn up looking for the Falcon's help, leading to the next film in the series. Now, the series was very popular and profitable for RKO, and 12 more films were done in the franchise. George Sanders did not play the Falcon in all those films, though. He only played the Falcon 4 times because his fame and his career were growing by leaps and bounds, and he was beginning to get starring roles in very important A films, such as 1942's The Moon and Sixpence, 1944's The Lodger, 1945's Uncle Harry, and The Picture of Dorian Gray, and on, to the film that brought him an Academy Award in 1950, All About Eve. All of that was still to come for George Sanders, though, when he made our next film, the second one in which he played the Falcon.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, the detectives are out in full force. Next up, George Sanders can't fight the urge to solve crimes in A Date with the Falcon. Then, Tom Conway is on an international mission in the Falcon's brother. And Conway slowly eliminates the suspects in The Falcon and the Co-eds. Turner Classic Movies is open for business all night.
Grace Kelly.
Spencer Tracy.
Vincent Minnelli, typical Hollywood story.
Damn good actress.
Hitchcock was fun. He played gags all the time and played jokes like nailing the door closed. So when you go to make an exit, it's nailed shut.
This man could have been a real good director. His early films are full of talent. He became lazy, mentally and physically fat.
You know, Hitch, when he tells a story, he pours a martini, and however long the story is, how much gin is in the bucket, you know, one of those kinds.
I used to encounter him at parties, and he had the charisma of a bump on a log.
He was terribly funny. I mean, he was, contrary to some of the things that have been published by Hitchcock, I found him a very sweet man, a very nice one.
I mean, really cruel and vicious.
Oh, Hitch is a pussycat. He is so cuddly. He's really something else.
That son of a bitch had no right to call actors cows.
Half the things he ever said were just to get people a little cuckoo. And I loved him. I really got along with him.
That's what I think of Hitchcock. Anything new?
Alfred Hitchcock directs retired cat burglar Cary Grant and the beautiful Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief, Sunday at 8 p.m. only on Turner Classic Movies.
As lights go down and shades descend, look beyond the bounds of decency. Peer into a taboo realm where unspeakable acts and salacious desires flourish.
Oh, do it again. I like it. Do it again.
Turner Classic Movies and Warner Home Video reveal the Forbidden Hollywood Collection. 3 audacious films that escaped the Hollywood censors of the 1930s that are new to DVD and available for purchase on TCM.com.
How did he know what you wanted?
This tantalizing collection includes the recently discovered uncensored pre-release version of Babyface, starring Barbara Stanwyck, featuring 5 additional minutes of scintillating footage restored by the Library of Congress, unavailable to audiences until now.
Now, why don't we sit down and talk this thing over?
Red-Headed Woman, starring Jean Harlow.
I love my wife.
And Waterloo Bridge, starring Meg Clark.
Oh, what are you doing this evening?
Oh, just looking for a good time and wondering where the rent's coming from?
The Forbidden Hollywood Collection. Babyface, Red-Headed Woman, and Waterloo Bridge.
Exploit yourself. Use men to get the things you want.
Order your set now at TCM.com or call 1-888-4-MOVIES.
Give me that key.
Unlock your inhibitions and enjoy a forbidden affair with Turner Classic Movies.
I suppose you think that's very funny, Harold. Oh, my God! This is too much. It is time you stopped flitting away your talents on these little amateur theatrics.
Tell me, Harold,
How many of these suicides have you performed?
Harold, please.
What do you do for fun?
I go to funerals.
What is your name?
Harold Chase.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Dame Marjorie Chardin, but you may call me Maud.
What do you do when you aren't visiting funerals?
License, lady?
I don't have one. I don't believe in them. Everyone has the right to make an ass out of themselves. You can't let the world judge you too much.
One robs the cradle.
I'm getting married.
One robs the grave.
You make me feel like a schoolgirl.
Bud Cord and Ruth Gordon are Harold and Maude. Friday at 6:15 p.m. on Turner Classic Movies.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. The Falcon is back on the case in our next film, once again played by the suave and elegant George Sanders. Sanders made only 4 Falcon movies before leaving the series and moving on to bigger assignments, more in the league of A films rather than the B-budget films like the Falcon series. Well, our next film is number 2 of the quartet of Falcon movies, and it's called A Date with the Falcon. RKO released it in 1941, just a few weeks after the first film of the series, The Gay Falcon, had hit theaters. Now, the actual character of the Falcon was created by writer Michael Arlen, but he didn't create the next storyline. It's an original. And this time we find the Falcon right on the verge of retiring from crime solving, all because his fiancée insists on it. And she's the same girlfriend, Wendy Berry, that he sparked in our last film. But kind of like Al Pacino in The Godfather Part 3, every time the Falcon tries to get out, they pull him back in. This time to help find a missing man who's developed a formula for synthetic diamonds. One thing about B pictures like this one, they kept a great many good actors busy. In this film, that includes reliables like James Gleason, Alan Jenkins, and Hans Conried, and exotic vamps such as Mona Maris, who in real life would soon marry the famed director Clarence Brown. Born in Buenos Aires, Mona Maris made 13 Hollywood films in the 1940s, always spying or stealing some secret papers or getting the hero into hot water. I mean, I don't think she ever made a movie in which she could be trusted, not even the one we're going to bring you now. From 1941, A Date with the Falcon.